Hello everybody, Foxy Games here. Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV full story playthrough. And what are we doing here in Limsa Laminza? I thought we were out in Dravania doing stuff there. Well, we were in Dravania. Now we're here because today is an episode of Dungeons, and the first one that we're going to unlock, or at least get the quest to unlock, is Hullbreaker Isle. Hard mode. Well, look who's back in Limsa Laminza. Me and the chief were just talking about you at the wench, you know. Come to think of it, wait here, I'll go and get him. It's his resting day, but he wanted to speak to you. Something about Hullbreaker. Glad to see you back, Foxy. Every time I hear your name, I'm reminded how you helped me salvage that coffer from Hullbreaker Isle. You did me a great favor, lass. Though the rumors of Mistbeard's treasure soon died down, I couldn't abide the thought of having the har picked apart by vultures. So I petitioned the Admiral to sanction the establishment of a camp on the island for the purpose of hosting training exercises. I reasoned that the place was remote enough to give our recruits a proper taste of combat. But truth be told, with all the administrative duties asked of them these days, I'm more worried about our finest going soft. Sparring with your comrades might keep the rust from your blade, but it won't stop it going dull. That being the case, I thought I might ask for your help in a little sharpening exercise. Remind them of what it feels like to be in a real fight. Aye, the chief was hoping you might run the Maelstrom's training gauntlet and give our elites a good going over. Nothing too rough like, just a few missing teeth and the odd cracked rib, savvy? Assuming you're willing, come and find me at the Morabi dry docks when you're ready, and I'll arrange getting a passage to Hullbreaker. For you and your mates. Okay, so we'll go ahead and do just that. We'll head on over to Morabi dry docks. Now, where's the nearest aetherite? Gotta be this way. In looking up which dungeons I had to unlock for Heavensward, I came to a startling realization that there were a bunch I hadn't done for A Realm Reborn. Wait a minute, I can just... yeah. With that in mind, I am going to go back and do those, because some of them get hard modes in Heavensward. I was in such a hurry to get out of A Realm Reborn that I neglected to do these dungeons, so I figured today is a good time to do them, mostly because you kind of have to if you want to do the hard modes in Heavensward. So let's go ahead and talk to Denston here. Ever since we took control of that rock, it's been my job to keep an eye on the skies over the sealed something. When the misty mane of the Doxy's pull sweeps in, there ain't no point weighing anchors. You can't see an elm in front of your face. Long story short, I have to stay here and watch the weather, but I'll be listening out for word of how you get on. Thanks for agreeing to do this, by the way. Having a fabled hero like yourself go through the same regimen as the infantrymen will do wonders for morale. Any road, the weather seems to be behaving just now, so let me know when your crew's ready to be ferried over. We'll get everything else in place in the meantime. Give them Storm Elites a bloody nose from me, eh? Sure, I'll go punch some dudes. What the fuck? Oh, somebody getting off their mount. Alright, so we're gonna jump right into Hullbreaker Isle, hard mode. Well, it's about damn time. That took forever. Welcome to Hullbreaker Isle. Or I should say welcome back. Let's start off with some lizards. Lizards with a lot of AoEs. You guys have all seen trash like this before. I don't really need to say anything, do I? Just a bunch of raptors that need to get put down. kind of sad that they let these animals get killed for their training, but I'm sure they eat them too. You know, I'm not trying to be PETA here or anything like that. Let's see, what do we got? We got a Dragoon, a White Mage, and a Bard. Interesting. Battle Bird. You know, there was a toy in the 90s called Battle Birds. Attack Pack Battle Birds. They were like, oh, what's the word I'm looking for? Almost like Hot Wheels cars, except, can I stun this? Yes. I hit the wrong button for it, though. Gotta get these guys out of that AoE circle because it's going to buff them. Anyway, these battle bird things were just, they looked like planes, but they turned into crazy, angry-looking birds. I don't know where I was going with this. It's just a toy from the 90s. Look it up. And yeah, I'm kind of just playing it a little safe here because I don't know what my healer is capable of. Seems to be doing just fine, though. And you know, it's been a while since we've done just a regular old dungeon, hasn't it? We've been doing nothing but raids the past few episodes. How did you guys like the Alexander raids? I thought they were one of the better ones in this game, with awesome music and really cool fights for the most part, and then that Alexander fight in the very end. A training curl. Yeah, he needs to be out of that circle. Bring him around, bring him around. That way the Dragoon can hit him. Oh my god, why? Now you're all limbered up, we'll let you loose on some more civilized targets. Defeat the Sanguine Sirens. A pirate group, I'm sure. Sounds like an all-ladies group. Captain Roswin. Haven't we spoken to her before? Didn't she refuse to join the Crystal Braves or something? Hey, excuse you. Well. Alright, this curl needs to die quick because it's tethered to the healer and there's no way to break that. Okay. Ah, very good. Come here, you. Yeah, these ladies aren't too difficult. They just shoot out a lot of AoEs. I'm sure when Captain Roswin takes the field, it's gonna change a little. This is really just more irritating than anything. Here comes another curl. Alright, I gotta hold these guys. Oh. Oh, that was it. Didn't even have to deal with Captain Roswin. Oh well. Oh look, it's Harambe's revenge. Why did you pull? Let's pull him ahead a little. And open up this treasure coffer, because why not? Oh, there's a lot. Oh wait, they're just throwing shit like typical gorillas. Oh dear. Why you? You guys like my Harambe jokes? No? Too bad, they're not going away. Oh, here comes some more Harambes. People try to tell me, and have tried to tell me ever since Harambe jokes became a thing, that it's in bad taste and I should feel bad. That's why it's funny. It's funny because it's in such bad taste and because it's so ridiculously out there that no normal person would ever think of making such a joke. It's dark humor. It's supposed to be uncomfortable and, you know, bad taste. Let's see, what do we got here? A hole to jump into. Don't mind if I do! In case you guys can't tell, I'm in a good mood today. I don't know why. Nothing in particular happened today. I'm just feeling pretty good today, to be honest. Must be the effect of Harambe jokes. Also, those are giant slugs. Actually, if their name is gonna tell us anything, they're actually snails without their shells. Oh wait, I didn't clear out my inventory. Shit. Oh well, I don't give a fuck. We have to fight Yimmer. Who is a giant snail. Those two players should be running apart to break that tether, and they're not. There they are. Also, don't stand in those puddles unless you have this red marker. Otherwise, you will be fettered. And if you're not fettered when he uses that, you get hurt. A lot. What is he doing now? Who knows? Alright. Probably didn't want to move, but that's okay. Now I definitely want to move, because we want to get these... Oh, you get out of there, dude. I want to get these as far away from the wall as... You know, from everything else as possible. Because they're gonna explode. Oh, God. Wow, he's doing it again, is he? Oh, shit. Come here, you. Snail trail. Okay, those guys really need to get into those pools. That guy doesn't know what he's doing, I don't think. Well, he only lost half of his health. I'm surprised he didn't die. Eh, Yimmer's dead anyway. Eh, nothing we can use. Let's keep going. There we go. Some real storm officers. Low tide and high tide. I bet one of them smells really bad. All these guys do are just some basic AoEs. And then we move on to the Barracudas. We haven't heard mention of these guys since A Realm Reborn, really. Make sure they're all on me. And down he goes. Storm Commander Ricky. That's the cute cat girl. You can actually see her in Maelstrom Command. You know, I don't think I've actually done this dungeon on my main. It's actually pretty cool. And down goes Ricky. And now, the finale. Why, it's Grand Storm Marshal Slafferson himself! He will be our final opponent. Yeah, don't stand in front of that unless you're the tank. I don't have time to read all that, but you guys can pause the videos. Ah, he's not finished yet, though. Now we face Mistbeard. Okay, we now have a poison stack on us, so we have to get inside these treasure chests. The ones with the potions in them. To be cured. And he's going to cast Bullet Hell, which I'm going to Sheltron. These kegs need to be kicked out of the way. Because they soon are going to explode. Alright, another poison stack. Don't go in the chests with bombs, obviously. I'm not sure if they kill you outright, but they will hurt you. I don't think I should need to say that. Oh, the healers should be getting rid of that heavy. Oh well. They didn't die. And this fight is over. You know, I enjoyed that dungeon. That was pretty cool. And let's give the commendation to that dude, why not? That's a ring that I don't need. Pants that I can't use. Can't talk to Miss Beard. Or Admiral Bluefistvin. Well fought. I hope you'll have the pleasure of facing me one day. Now that would be a hell of a thing, wouldn't it? And I got 3 commands. Probably because I knew exactly what to do. Alright. So let's go back and talk to Denston. He is, well, unfortunately he's not here, so we have to go back to Laminza. Where am I going? Laminza, of course. Hey, Denston, we did the thing! Well, how was it? Did you give them elites the hiding of their lives or what? Come on, out with it! Patience, lad. All of Limsa will know the tale ere long. 'Twas a sight to behold, that much I will say. Foxy and her comrades carved their way through beasts and men like a cutter through a swell. Not even a visit from the sirens and the krakens could slow their pace. Eh? Pirates turned up at the drill? What in the 7 hells did they want? Why, to do their civic duty, of course. They invited themselves as members of the Black Sails unit. You'd be forgiven for forgetting, but the pirates' powers are still bound to the Maelstrom by the Galadian Accord. Of course, they never deigned to take part in our exercises, and we've long since stopped asking. As for why they chose to grace this one, I reckon word got out that the Warrior of Light would be facing our finest, and they fancied to go themselves. I saw no reason to deny them. Ha! Admit it. You wanted to see if them old cutthroats could still hold their own in a fight. Begging your pardon, Chief, but are you alright? You look a bit sore. Don't tell me you... I deemed it good for morale, but I did not come here to speak of that. Foxy, the Maelstrom is grateful for your participation. May we count you a friend till sea swallows all. Good day to you both. He does look a little bit more casual than usual, doesn't he? Ah, I'd have stowed away on the ferry if I'd known the Chief would be fighting. Seeing you in action must have woken the spirit of the Golden Age in him. Though I doubt as he's spry now as he was back then. I hope you didn't give him too bad of a beating. Legends like Mistbeard never get old, but the Chief, well, he's just a man. Ah, but let's keep this little chat between ourselves, eh? Good to see you again, Foxy. Thanks for helping out the Chief. Of course. That was a nice little aside from all the crazy grimdark shit we've been dealing with. Alright, since we are in Limsa, we have a couple of things to do. We have to head out to, I believe, Western Lenosia? To unlock the next dungeon. A Realm Reborn dungeon, one that I forgot to do. Welcome back to Aleport. It's been a while since we've been around here, and we have to speak with Daimonda over here. My first genuine assignment under Master Mimidoa, and now this. Whatever did I do to deserve such a fate? But where are my manners? I am Daimonda, a smith recently in the employ of now Deacon Vimeles. I arrived in these parts not a few days past to assist in the restoration of Pharaoh Sirius. Little did I expect my arrival to be greeted by that god's forsaken song, a song I thought confined to my worst nightmares. Yes, I speak of the grim serenade of the foul sea witch that lured my poor father into a watery demise so many years ago. So I stand here with idle hands, powerless to avenge his death, powerless to repay my debt to Master Mimidoa, once my father's mentor, as he is now is mine. The agony of it all! If only my brother were here, he'd see to it that... But alas, my brother remains lost at sea. You're an adventurer, are you not? Perhaps if you were to defeat the siren. Yes, you must, if not for me, then for all the sailors who seek safe passage across threatening seas. Seek out Master Mimidoa at the pier. You'll find him gazing grimly in the direction of Pharaoh Sirius, lamenting our fate. Yes, if you recall, A long ways back, we faced off briefly against the Siren out here in Aleport and on, what the hell was this name? The Isles of Umbra, yes. But we didn't kill the Siren. Now, it's our chance to, correct that little mistake. After I organize my fucking inventory, my god, how many freaking items do I need in here? I mean, seriously, all these orchestrion rolls that I could just use so they're out of the way, all these gold things and silver pieces that I need to sell so they're not clogging up hold on, I gotta go do that. Alright, I've cleared out most of an inventory page, and I made like 100,000 gil out of selling those stupid gold and silver pieces. Another initiate, are you? No? Huh, ain't no one says yes to that. You have a familiar face, though. Come to think of it, you bear a striking resemblance to a brave lassie I once met. Helped us chase out one of those goddamn sirens from Pharaoh Sirius, she did. What's that you say? Speak up, missy. Years of hammering have taken their toll on my ears. Any road, you may not be half the heroine your predecessor was, but you know the saying, any port in a storm. Aye, that's right. Damned if I can tell you why, but that hellsborn hussy is back, and she's running roughshod over the place with a crew of her song-snared flunkies. Me and Diamanda, we've naught to do but sit on our asses till someone clears the place out. Look, this is more than a reclamation project to me and the lass. That scurvy witch killed her father, one of me prize students. I swore a vow to meself to do his name proud and restore the beacon, but these hands were made for hammering, not scuffling with sirens. What say you follow in your forebear's footstep and fight this one for all Mimidoa? I'll send word to David, the guard at the lighthouse. He'll tell you all you need to know. And you know what? We don't even need to book passage anymore because we can just fly over the water. And this beautiful Ghibli-esque music. And it's gone now. Sad face. Sup, David? Been a while. Adventurer, you've not come not a moment too soon. The siren has holed herself up in the lantern chamber up atop the structure. The most direct route would be through the front door, but I fear the siren is already wise to our intentions, and has posted the most formidable of her thralls to guard the entrance. Our only hope to breach our foe's defenses is to attack from below, through the flood cellar. If you cannot win this battle for us, I know not of who can. Go forth, friend, that Pharaoh Sirius may shine bright anew. Indeed. Pharaoh Sirius is now accessible, and you know what they say, no time like the present. Oh, that took forever. But we're here. Welcome to Pharaoh Sirius. We're back to level 50 with this dungeon. Because, like I said, it's actually a Realm Reborn dungeon. Also, today seems to be the day of taking forever for dungeons to form groups. I don't know why that is, but it's fine. We'll deal with it. Hopefully my healer can handle the large amounts of enemies. Seems to be just fine. Only one more thing. I could have killed this guy too, but whatever. Oh yes, there are zombies in this place. Looks like they're infested by corrupted ether crystals. Whether that was what turned them into zombies or if it was the siren, I'm not sure. I'm gonna guess it was probably just the siren. Come on, then. Oh yes, these barbers need to be killed first, by the way. Why can I not target it? There's something in my way, apparently. Alright, first boss, Simon the Unsinkable. We'll put his name to the test. You want to tank Simon near the corner of the room, or the edge. There's no corners in a round room, but whatever, you know? Also, these warhounds. They're a pain in the ass. They need to die very quickly because they start casting something that you're not going to see, apparently. Usually they'll cast like an AoE that casts very quickly, and if you get more than, I believe, 6 stacks of it, you explode and hurt everybody around you. Ah, there it is. Looks like they managed to kill it before the cast went off, though. Very good, everybody. Get these two over here. Oh yes, that's why you tank him at the edge of the room. Didn't seem to work, though. Oh yes, here we go. Things start to get very hectic. And, well, there's no dodging this, so... And he's dead. He just said, Daimanda, I've come home. I wonder if that was her father. Well, that's really sad if that's the case. Anyway. We've got more zombies to take care of here. On top of that, now these crystals also explode. So you have to time your approach. Should be safe now. Ah yes, corrupted sprites. They're pretty cool looking, I think. Get them all in one place. And they're all just about dead. Very good. What was the point of coming in here? That's a good question. There really wasn't one except for that treasure chest. Oh yes, be careful. Why didn't you just let me run ahead? Upstairs we go. Come on, slimes. Music here is quite nice. Hopefully I have it high enough. In the Alexander raids, at first I didn't have the music quite high enough, but pretty sure this one is now. More zombies. This guy in particular needs to die. And he's dead. Very good. Okay. We just got shoved against the wall by this burb that we hardly saw. But we're about to see a lot of in the next room. Don't run ahead of me, healer. Please. Alright, meet Zoo. One of the more familiar Final Fantasy enemies. Zoo is unhappy because she's made her roost here, and her eggs are laid all around the room. Normally what you'd want to do is balance killing the eggs with killing the ones that hatch. But the more eggs that die, the angrier she gets. So it becomes a bit of a balancing act. You only want to kill the eggs that are coming out of, or getting ready to hatch, rather. Nowadays, you hardly even need to worry about it. Just kill the ones that hatch. Please kill the cockerel. Oh my god, somebody do something. People have decided to ignore the mobs, or the ads rather, in favor of killing the boss apparently. They've also decided to waste the limit break. Awesome. I don't want anything in that. And somebody's getting 10 frames per second for some reason. Alright. Into the ether compressor. We need to turn off this valve to clear these clouds. Or to prevent new ones from spawning. These will continue up the stairs. It's okay if you touch a few. Now we are going to run up the stairs. Pull these guys up to the second floor. Why is that other pudding not coming up? Oh good, everybody died. because reasons. Okay, so you can't get past the clouds. Interesting. Good to know. Good, he's doing the thing. He's closing the valve. Now, if he can continue to heal me, which he is, fantastic. You see, that was my idea from the start, but it didn't work out quite as well. Alright, Tyrant. This guy is a pushover. He's nothing. He spawns some ads. That's about all he does. Also, what's this? Nothing I want, that's for sure. Yeah, you see how quickly he died? He's pathetic. He's nothing. You'd think with a name like Tyrant, he'd be a little more threatening. He better not pull. It's the Siren, remember her? It's time to get our revenge. Well, really, it's time to get somebody else's revenge. And also finish what we started. Look, it's time to kill the fucking Siren, okay? It's a shame, because she's pretty and she's cool. She's one of my favorite summons in Final Fantasy VIII. Alright, we've got ads. The sergeants need to be killed first. And they can't be provoked, so they're going to have to be kited and killed. And I can't be the one to do that because I have the boss, so somebody else has to do it. Oh, here's another sergeant. Okay. She's in the middle, that means we need to run to the sides. That the healer didn't realize. Now she's back in the middle. Let's get these ads killed. Shit. I didn't realize there was an AoE until it's too late. Alright, when she jumps up into the sky, you want to stay in the center, because sometimes, instead of going to the side, she'll do this. And thankfully, she's about to go down. And that's Pharaoh Sirius. And nobody else is here. Oh well, that's fine. Alright. We don't have to report to anyone. We don't need to do much of anything, actually. Except to go out and unlock Pharaoh Sirius hard mode, which we will do in Limsa Limenza. Okay, I lied to you. I needed to go back to Ailport first and talk to Diamanda. So is it true that you triumphed over the siren? Words cannot express my gratitude. My only regret is that my dear brother could not be here today to hear that our father's death has been avenged. He set sail with his crew 3 years past, you see, and is yet to return to shore. But I hold out hope that his ship shall come sailing into the harbor any day now, and on that day I shall be the first to share with him the news of your triumph. In the meanwhile, however, we can finally press on with the restoration of Pharaoh Sirius. I must get to work at once. I would be much in your debt if you could inform Master Mimidoa that the coast is clear for us to begin. Sure, we'll go ahead and let Mimidoa know, assuming the guy can even hear us. Seriously, clean out your ears. You've done it! Sent the bloody siren screeching and shrieking to the murky depths when she came. You've done us all a great service today, lass. If you wouldn't mind, regale on Mimidoa's ears with a tale of the foul wench's last song. What's that? You had to fend off a ghostly crew wearing the sea-sodden duds of Maelstrom men. 'Tis as I feared. The poor lass, me heart goes out to her. 'Twas 3 years ago to the day, give or take a moon, a crew of the Maelstrom's finest set sail on a routine patrol. But it ain't nothing routine in these parts, and they'd not return to shore. Rumors spread quick like that it was the siren song what led the vessel to a watery grave. Maelstrom Command jumped to quiet the talk. Ill tidings were already too easy to come by in those days after the calamity. But those of us in the know, we knew, like father, like son. Lass, promise this old sod you'll spare poor Diamanda the truth. Lass has already suffered more than her share. Diamanda! This cannot be. My brother is still alive at sea. The search effort continues. Master Mimidoa, you yourself told me the same. Forgive me, Missy. I never meant to deceive. The Maelstrom made me swear a vow, you see, that I'd keep the truth buried deep and... bugger me, vow, and bugger me! Truth is, this scurvy coward just couldn't summon the nerve to tell you the truth. Diamanda, can you ever forgive a sorry old sod? There's no need for forgiveness, Master Mimidoa, for the true coward is me. In my heart I've always known. His adventurous deeds and your words have finally given me the courage to face the truth. I am a grown woman now. The time for clinging to childish dreams has passed. I must look to the future. My smithing skills are still wanting, but I will not falter from the task. Pharaoh Sirius will burn bright once more, a beacon of hope in the darkest of nights. The fell songs of the sea have claimed their last victim. I shall see to it with my own 2 hands. Strong words, lass. I trust you'll not forget 'em when your paws are all blebby and blistery. My hands? Why, I'll clench my hammer with my teeth if I need be. Father, brother, do you hear me? Your deaths will not be in vain. A bitter end, but one with a touch of hope. And now we return to Limsa for the next step in this quest. Things are getting serious. Foxy, perfect timing as always. We're in need of your talents to deal with some trouble brewing over on the Isles of Umbra. Seems a pack of kobolds have made a grab for Pharaoh Sirius. The smiths working on the restoration barely made it out alive. Maelstrom Command's drawn up plans to take back the tower, with Master Mimidoa advising on how things stand on the ground. But when they asked him for his opinion, he kept going on and on about some adventure from long past that helped him drive off a siren from the same spot. Now, no disrespect to the old fella, but he didn't have the firmest grip on what happened when, so we couldn't help wondering if maybe his hero was, oh my god, his hero of yore was none other than your fine self. You being a siren slayer and all. So what do you say? Willing to lend us a hand in relighting the beacon? I know I could count on you. One of our storm flyers is making the final preparations at the airship landing right now. Tell her track rate, my god, sent you and she'll give you the particulars. God, these fucking Lemensons and their fucking names and their fucking accents. Foxy, we're honored to have you with us. The situation is developing even as we speak, but I will do my best to explain what we know. According to Master Mimidoa, he and his fellow smiths barely escaped with their lives when the kobolds began scattering bombs around the lighthouse's foundations. He believes the beastmen intend to blow Pharaoh Sirius to pieces, thus disrupting our most vital supply route to and from western Lenosia. Needless to say, they cannot be permitted to succeed. We must act swiftly before wrecks begin to pile up around Aleport. This is where you come in. The kobolds have sealed off the ground entrance, so we propose to take you to the top of the tower by airship. Once there, you'll proceed inside and see to the bombs, along with any kobolds you encounter. The Maelstrom will then bring up the rear and secure the area. Before we proceed, I must stress the need for caution. Master Mimidoa suspects that if the kobolds are bent upon destroying Pharaoh Sirius, they will have more than a handful of flaming void sent at their disposal. One inopportune explosion could set the restoration back by moons, if not years. You know as well as I do how volatile bombs can be. If we're to save the beacon, we had best leave soon. Pharaoh Sirius hard mode is now accessible. The Heavensward version of Pharaoh Sirius. So, no time to waste. Let's get going. First we started from the bottom and made our way up. Now we're doing the opposite. Welcome to Pharaoh Sirius Hard Mode. Let's get started. Now once again, it took forever to get a group together. I'm not sure why. Get all these guys together. And this person decided to pull. Why not? At the very least now, we have all of our Heavensward abilities. We don't need to worry about turning these off, for some reason. All we need to worry about is getting down to the next level. Hello, friends. Oh yes. The path is open. How convenient for us. Let's pull these guys. You guys know what dungeon trash is like. I don't need to say anything, do I? This stuff, it's really not special. Down the hole we go. Oh, I didn't even know you could land on those. Alright, first boss, the Gra Luminary. You'll notice there's a spider and a bird. There are a few spiders and a few birds around the room. These will be important soon. For now, just keep him pointed away from the group. Okay, that tether. You're going to want to send that tether to one of the spiders or birds. Preferably the bird, because it's easier. This person does not seem to understand. So we get a corruption. I mean, you'd be getting a corruption anyway, but... boy, oh boy. Okay, I'm going to point mine at a bird. While these corruptions are active and tethered to the boss, they provide the boss with a damage up buff. You don't want that. But the thing about the corruptions regularly is that if you drop it on a spider, it's going to drop a poison goop when it dies. The birds don't do that. Also, all these people who are not dropping their corruptions are apparently getting vulnerability debuffs, so, you know, that's not good. Also, these guys can't be pulled, so it's a good idea to drop your tether onto one of the things. Whatever. You know, I can't force people to do mechanics. I can only hope that they do them. No one died. That's the important takeaway, is no one died. Music here is really nice too. Also, there's some of the bombs. And there's a big old construct. Oh yes, careful of bombs. Come on, you. Alright, I think that's enough. Get out of the AoEs. Kill the kobolds and their constructs. Also, if you'll notice, there are bombs continually coming out of that room there. And we're going to have to put a stop to that, because it becomes a pain in the ass. So let's take care of this final construct and get our asses in there. You can explode, I don't care. That one. Alright. Now we will pull these guys all the way over to this bomb incubator that is pushing those bombs out. Now if the incubator's dead, no more bombs. Press on! And this door is locked, so we have to kill these guys first. Oh yes, he drops the key. Next, we have 8th Order Patriarch Begu. A big old kobold who needs to be killed. He casts Strip Mine on the ground. Run as far away as you can for minimal damage. Also, you'll notice there's now goop coming out of the ground. You need to kill these corrupted gels on top of the goop so that they plug it. He is tethered, and the player who it's tethered to is not gonna do it, is he? He's sure not. Of course not. Alright. Well, all we can do is hope. Ow, I'm stunned. Alright, this gel needs to die. I am still stunned. Alright, there's gonna be bombs around too that need to die. Kill these alchemy engines quickly. And then kill the kobolds. Hope that the other dudes are doing what they're supposed to be doing. Because this fight can get a little hectic, especially when people don't know the mechanics. Well, it looks like some of them know what they're doing. It's comforting. Destroy the alchemy engines again. Fuck it, at this point all I can hope for is that they kill him before the mechanics matter. Because I seem to be the only one killing any ads. Good, he's dead. That was annoying. Something we can't use. Down the hole we go. And now there's another bomb incubator that they're turning on. We better go turn it off real quick. And by turn it off, I mean destroy it. And we're just fine. We are well below Pharaoh Sirius now. We're not even in the building anymore. So this big chungus. I don't remember what he does, but I imagine he has to die first. Oh yeah, he does huge AoEs. Thought there was an enemy. Let's turn off this bomb incubator first. Oh yeah, this time grenade. Generally, you want to kill those. Move on to the next one. We have incoming. Another incubator. Nobody else pulled anything, right? Doesn't look like it. Good, he's dead. Oh yeah, and normally that wall would be coming down if you weren't quick enough about killing these guys, but we were, so we don't have to worry about what's behind it. And that means we can go straight to the final boss. This thing is not happy. With us or the kobolds. Meet the progenitrix. I can only assume she's like the bomb mama. I probably didn't even need to Sheltron that, come to think of it, but oh well. Anyways, these lava bombs need to die. But the gray bomb needs to die the most. So please, kill the gray bomb very quickly. I'm mad. Uh-oh. Kill her. Thank you. Alright, now we've got a bunch of gray bombs that need to be killed. The lava bombs can wait. Please kill it. Thank you. Next up is Progenitor, the daddy of bombs. He's big and he is blue. His abilities are much like a Progenitrix. Except now, we've got more gray bombs that need to be killed, and other bombs, like these remedy bombs, that need to be kept away from them. Really, I should probably be after the remedy bombs, but the gray bomb is dead. Very good. Big burst, but I will Sheltron. Don't know if it's necessary. Seems like it wasn't. Alright, we got more gray bombs, but it looks like it's not gonna matter because he's dead. And the kobolds retreat. Player accommodation goes to our lovely, lovely healer, and we don't need those pants, so let's get out of here. And let's go ahead and let the Stormflyer know that everything's a-okay. Foxy, you've returned! You had us worried for a moment there. We heard an awful rumbling coming from deep underground and feared the worst. My men have concluded a preliminary sweep of the lighthouse and dismantled the remains of the bomb incubators. It would seem the beastmen have abandoned the tunnels directly beneath the tower. You sent scouts in to pursue them, but the passages stretch farther than expected. Of course, they're kobolds. Pardon the interruption. While we were securing the interior, we found this old seafarer's knife lying on the floor, and one of the lads noticed it got the sigil of Diamanda of Naldik and Vimelis carved into the handle. I see. Well, if anyone can tell us who the knife belongs to, I suppose it would be the smith who crafted it. But I cannot seek her out until the tunnels have been secured. I have another favor to ask, Foxy. Would you mind delivering the knife to Lieutenant Trackrate in Ailport on my behalf? He is due to meet with the artisans of Naldik and Vimeli shortly. Sure. Seems only right that we bring this story to a close. I expect he'll be waiting at the docks. Do not concern yourself about the tunnels. We will find out where they lead, no matter how far they go. On behalf of the Maelstrom, I thank you for your aid in reclaiming the lighthouse. Fortune go with you, till sea swallows all. So let's head on back to Ailport and see what we can make of this. Ah, here's the guy with the stupid name. Foxy, I just heard the good news. By Limlane's blessed light, you did it! You saved Pharaoh Sirius. I sure did. Here, take a look at this knife. Oh, what's this? I see. Well, I'll be sure to ask her about it. Ah, speak of the devil. Oi, what's name? Redcoat. How long do I have to rot in the tavern before your boys send them shite-eating kobold bastards packing, eh? Much more of this and me Amarin arm will be soft like me lily white ass. A terrifying prospect and no mistake. Luckily it ain't one we need to worry about though, cause we've taken Pharaoh Sirius back. And after the walloping our meteor gave them kobolds will know to keep their grubby paws to themselves in the future, meaning you can get back to restoring the place in peace. Miss Diamanda, while the lads were searching the lighthouse, they found someone that might interest you. Does this here seafarer's whittle look familiar? All too familiar. Though it didn't look so worn down when last I saw it. I made this for Simon before he set sail 3 years ago. It was my first piece as a full-fledged smith. Simon? As in Captain Simon from Maelstrom Command? The same. I never meant for it to be a farewell present, but knowing he used it often and kept it with him to the last, well, it means a lot. Master Mimidoa, I think it's a sign. Why else would my first piece be returned to me but to show me how far I've come? Just seeing it makes me want to restore the lighthouse to its former glory even more, to make it into a place to honor the lost rather than a piece to grieve for them. Aye, lass, that's the way. There's things we, all of us, would sooner forget. But remembering 'em's what makes us stronger. Wouldn't you agree, Nishyet? Speaking of remembering, you remind me of someone. Something about the eyes. Oh, aye, you're the spitting image of a lass that once helped me drive back an army of the undead. A right tough bugger she was, like you, only taller. Never did find out what happened to her, but looking at you, I'm guessing she settled down and squeezed out a few young'uns. Ah, brings a tear to me eye seeing you carrying on the family tradition. I'm much obliged to you, lass, much obliged. His sense of time is completely fucked, but he means well. I can't thank you enough for saving the lighthouse. If it hadn't been for you, all of our hard work would have been for naught. but I for one mean to make the most of this reprieve. I swear to you on my brother's memory, when we finish with Pharaoh Sirius, it will serve as more than just a guiding light to safe waters. It will lead the souls of those lost at sea back to familiar shores. Some folks see Pharaoh Sirius as a cursed reminder of the calamity, while others see it as a monument to Limsa's golden age. But I'll bet it means more to them pair than anyone else in Lenosia put together. And someday they'll show the world how it looks to them, like a beacon of hope. I realize I still ain't thanked you properly for giving us an hand with all this. Hardly you'd say it, I suppose, but the Maelstrom couldn't have done it without you. You can leave the rest to us, though. We'll see that the Smiths don't get disturbed again. Until next time, then, Foxy. The end of the story of Pharaoh Sirius. At least as it's written for now. We have some other dungeons to do, but for now it would seem it's a good time to call it quits on this video. But in the next one, we're going to do some more dungeons. We're going to do some catch-up with some other stuff that we forgot to do during A Realm Reborn. So, until then, my name is Foxy Games. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!